Hey everyone, Austin here from Currie Motorsport of Frankfurt, and right behind me is what I think is the coolest color I've ever seen on an Expedition. So let's take a look. So this is the 2024 Expedition XLT in wild green. I think it is probably the coolest color I've ever seen on an Expedition. Definitely love the color combo with these kind of wheels, these tires, and this green all around. You have the black with this green. It's such a good color combo. Now looking on the side here, you are going to have these nice platform running boards all the way across. Now something I like out here is there's no badging. You go all the way down the vehicle, there is no badging on the side, and I really do like that with this color combo. The green with the black and no badging looks super clean, super sleek. As we're going around to the front of the vehicle, it's going to break up a little bit the colors with the silver and obviously your Ford logo. You do have this nice muted black grille, but as you can see from here, getting a nice close view of this paint, this color is super unique and just really awesome. It's something that I've never seen before on a vehicle here with Ford, and I do absolutely love it. Now the vehicle is sitting on these nice 20-inch wheels surrounded by a nice rugged looking tire. I think it all blends together with that color and the tire and the wheel combo. As we come down the side, you are going to have power collapsible mirrors, forward, back, forward so they don't snap off if you hit them. They do fold in, and like I said, they are power collapsible from a button you'll see on the inside. Now coming down the back here, you have your Expedition logo, your XLT. There's a couple cool ways of getting into the trunk. You can press a button here and open up the glass hatch to get into your trunk. Now these are power folding third row, and I'll show you those in a second. Or you just open up the rear and the power lift gate. Now underneath of here, you are going to have a storage container. Like I said, it is a power third row. Now we have some obstructions in the seat, so when we lower this, shouldn't go down all the way. But you see when it hits an obstruction like that, it does start to come back up. Now both sides are power. You can do both at the same time. You can do one or the other. Now you can lay down that second row by a touch of a button there. Closing the trunk, just tap a button there. Now coming down the side here, we do have our capless fuel system, the Ford Easy Fuel system. When it gets cold, you don't have to fidget with a gas cap. Now checking out the second row back seat, let's raise that seat that we laid down and unbuckle it. Now this seat does scoot forward and back with a lever right underneath here. You can also pull this lever here and it pulls it up and pushes the seat all the way forward for easy access into that third row, or you can just step around and go down the center. Now, as far as features in the back here, you are going to have USB plug-ins, a 110-volt plug-in, a 12-volt, and your heat controls. Each of these seats are going to have their own individual armrest, and back in the third row, you have USB plug-ins for each side. Even buttons to lay those seats back or raise them up a little bit, depending on how you want to sit in that third row. Up above us, we do have that nice twin panel sunroof, giving the whole entire cab a nice view of the sky. Now, as far as getting in the vehicle, you can one-touch unlock there. You can use your 5-digit code, make whatever code you want, type it into the keypad. You could use your key fob, or you can use your free Ford Pass that allows you to unlock, lock, auto start the car from anywhere in the world. Let's take a look on the inside here. Now here on the inside of the vehicle, you have a ton of technology. We'll kick off with the right side here. As I mentioned, you do have power collapsing mirrors. Now the mirrors fold in, fold out. You can set that to auto, so when you shut off the car, they do fold in for you. You have your memory seats here, up to 3 different memory seats. The seats are going to be connected to your pedals down here, your steering wheel with the power button here, and your seat. So if you want to be number 1, you set it to 1, 2 to 2, and it'll adjust your mirrors, your pedals, your steering wheel, and your seat all to your setting. Now up here we do have our lane keeping, we have our cruise control. You can adjust your whole settings up here by these buttons on the right side. You are going to have different drive modes, so let's zoom you into the screen and take a look at these drive modes. You're going to have normal, eco, sport, slippery, sand, and mud rut. Each of those are going to change your traction control settings, your four-wheel drive settings to help you get through whatever environment you're trying to drive through. You're going to have this really nice center stack cluster. I do love the design of this and how it looks. And the usability is extremely easy. It's all swipe technology. You can take a look at your map in giant mode here. You can go through and do all the features and settings inside the vehicle. You do have different driver assistance features, such as lane keeping, where you can have aid, alert, or aid and alert. Aid and alert will vibrate the steering wheel when you go to the center line, and it will pull you back into the lane if you refuse to pull yourself back into the lane. There's auto hold. Auto hold holds you at any stoplight, stop sign. Whenever you come to a complete stop, you can take your foot off the brake and it will not roll the car forward. There's a whole bunch of different features in here, including your owner's manual. Now watch my deep dive video into the center stack cluster and I'll go over all of these features. Down below you are going to have your auto on and off here. So when you come up to a stop, if you don't want the engine to shut off, you just click off and it'll keep it running at all times. You have your emergency flashers, your traction control, and your hill descent control. Down below we are going to have our heated steering wheel, our heated and cooled seats, and your dual air temperature. So if you wanted the car to be the same and we wanted low and low, we can do that, or we can be 76 and low, and that way your passenger's warm and your driver's cool. Let's turn it all back to the same. Now down below here in this nice little collapsing storage box is going to be your wireless phone charger and some USB plugins. I already showed you the drive modes. They're all on this knob down here. You can also manually switch to different four-wheel drive settings, to a 4 auto, a 4 low, and a 4 high. You have your cup holders right here. Now underneath my arm was a lockable storage unit. You can use the key to lock this. You'll have a coin tray, a nice deep storage unit in here to put whatever you want in there. You know, you can put your personal belongings, you could put your purse, your wallet, whatever you want in there. Lock it up when you leave the car. Now, as far as charging outside of the USBs, you do have a 12 volt here on the passenger side. You are going to have your Super Duty box up in front of the passenger for extra storage. The seats are perforated to give you that nice heated and cooled seat. They're extremely comfortable and they look very nice in this Active X material. So as I mentioned, up above you do have a nice twin panel sunroof, giving the whole cab some nice view of the sunlight, the night sky, whatever kind of sky. It's just nice to have it open. Above the driver, you are going to have your 3 garage door openers you can hook to. Overall, the spacing in this vehicle is phenomenal. Any row that I sit in, being 6'4", I have leg room, I have headroom. I'm a bigger guy, so I have width no matter where I'm at in this vehicle. So this wild green Expedition, by far the coolest color I've ever seen in an Expedition, is available here at Currie Motorsport of Frankfort. This being one of a kind that I know of right now, shouldn't last long. A lot of people like unique colors. This is definitely a unique, neat color. Seeing this drive down the road will definitely turn heads. Come take a look at this here, Currie Motorsport of Frankfort.